Everyone, today we're going to take a look at Mr. Jack Pocket. Mr. Jack Pocket, even though it's a small game, is actually one of my favorite board games. I like its compact nature as well as the way it plays. So, as we go through this review of the iOS version, be sure to take it with a large grain of salt. Mr. Jack Pocket is a deduction game. One player plays Mr. Jack, while the other player controls the investigators, which include Sherlock, Watson, and Toby. The goal of the game, as Mr. Jack, is to evade capture for 6 turns, or as the investigators, to narrow down the suspects to just a single suspect and then capture Mr. Jack. The way the game works is that players will take turns flipping and moving tiles, and after all tiles have been played, the investigators will show who they can see, and any player that they can see, the game will tell them either what they can see Mr. Jack or they cannot. If they cannot, then all the players they see will be flipped over. If they can, then all the players they can't see will be flipped over, so they can start eliminating potential suspects and narrow down Mr. Jack. The game features a tutorial along with other options to play. There's a solo mode, the Blitz mode, which challenges you to win as many times as you can in a row, which is definitely hard for me. I'm not a great player of this game. Apart from that, there's a duel mode where you can play head-to-head on one device, which basically recreates the experience of the board game. And there are high scores and other ways to compare yourself with other players. You also have statistics and other ways to track how you're doing in the game. This is a game I've been waiting to come out on iOS. It came out on Android first, which made me a little jealous, but it's definitely quite enjoyable. The setup seems a little basic. As you can see, the art is pulled pretty much directly from the board game with some basic animation effects and things like that, but it definitely gets the job done and is quite enjoyable. As a single-player game, it definitely does well. I also like the pass and play mode. Online might have been fun, but again, it's a pretty quick-paced game, so kind of keeping it local definitely was probably by design, as far as I can tell. Apart from that, I find the AI very challenging. Maybe I'm not an expert player, but so far I've found that the AI can do a pretty great job, as the game basically is almost solvable in some cases, so the AI really can give you a great challenge at the higher levels. While this game does not maybe enter the top echelon of digital board games, it definitely is an enjoyable one. I definitely recommend picking up Mr. Jack Pocket if you're looking for a fun brain teaser type challenge. It also does great with 2 players. It's definitely a great couples game. So I definitely recommend checking this one out today on the App Store.